Hey everyone, it's Destiny and I'm back with another video. Today I want to give you guys my top 5 moments from Gotham episode 2. But before I do that, I just wanted to let you guys know that I did add art to my channel, but it is not going to be the final product. But I just wanted to let you guys know it was up there. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Dollmaker. Now, we didn't actually get to see the Dollmaker on this episode of Gotham, but he was referenced many times throughout the episode. My biggest problem with having the Dollmaker on here is that you have plenty of villains that we haven't even really touched bases on. I mean, it's the second episode, and I don't feel like we need the Dollmaker, especially since it was done on Arrow. I'm not a big fan of redundant episodes, and I feel like this is what it was, and I think that Arrow is probably going to do a better job. Did a better job with the Dollmaker than Gotham will do. So far, I'm not really a big fan of Gotham, but I'm going to stick with it and see where it goes from here. With that being said, let's move on to my second moment of the episode. My second moment would probably have to be the Arkham Asylum tease. Now, we can clearly see that they're doing the Arkham Asylum story arc, which Hugo Strange is going to be a part of. Again, another villain that we haven't even seen yet that they could have been developing instead of the Dollmaker. You can clearly see that these characters are crazy or go crazy later on in comic books. So to me, it's not really a surprise that they are doing the Arkham Asylum storyline. But I would actually really like to see where this is going to go. I want to see like the beginning of the, I guess you can say the rebirth of it, because they said that the Arkham Asylum was closed 15 years prior to the episode that we just saw. Anyways, my number 3 moment from the show was when Don Falcone came to confront Fish Mooney about what the Penguin had told him that she said. Once again, this ties back to the Penguin being shady and just basically ratting out Jada Pinkett Smith's Fish Mooney character. In this episode, you got to see the Penguin once more, and to me, instead of this being a little dark moment, I found it absolutely hilarious. That, and I know self-harm is not a funny thing, but I found it kind of funny that Bruce was harming himself. I think the show took it to an extreme level. Yes, Batman is dark, but we've never seen the Batman that is self-harming himself, listening to emo music, and drawing dark pictures. Like, I don't know whose idea that was to do it to this magnitude, but it was a bad idea. Now, if they would have toned it down a bit or slowly showed his downward slope into insanity, I think it would have been better, but just to throw us right into it was a bad idea all the way around, and whoever came up with that needs to do some rethinking. Or at least in my opinion. The funny thing that I thought about the Penguin's character was just when he had the man tied up in his little trailer and he was on the phone with his mom and he was like, I have your son here and I will kill him unless you give me 10 grand. Not only did the mom thought it was a prank and didn't believe him, but he was also like negotiating. He was like, well, if 10,000 is too much for you, we could work something out. This is not a business deal. This is ransom, which totally didn't make sense at all. With that being said, Penguin is still my favorite villain so far on the show. But then again, Selina Kyle's character, Catwoman, rivaled that number 1 spot in this episode of Gotham. Now, for this episode to be entitled Selina Kyle, I feel like they didn't do enough with her character on this particular episode. But nonetheless, she did leave her impression on me. I think that to be 13 years old, she's very smart, and I feel like her character should have been older, maybe 15 or 16. Not only does she look that old, but that's really how I would think that someone her age would act. She even made that remark to one of the police officers, like, I will tell them you touched me if you don't get Detective Gordon. I mean, what 13-year-old kid would think about that just to get their way? I mean, I'm 15 almost, and I still would do that. But then again, the circumstances are different considering she's a street kid. With that being said, my fourth moment was Selina Kyle's necklace that she was looking at. It appeared to have the picture of her mother in it, and at this time we don't know anything about her family, like her family status in life, besides her mother was said to be deceased by the police officer. Selina Kyle was basically, which I think she was in denial that her mom really did die. My number 5 moment, and the last thing that I want to talk about on this video, is the title for the next episode of Gotham, which is entitled The Balloon Man. Personally, I've never heard of the Balloon Man, so I did some research, and I really didn't find that much about him, but I found out that he was a villain, of course, and he was featured in comics from Earth 1, and he's an enemy of Metal Man. Now, that doesn't really tell us that much about where he's going to go on the show, especially since these DC comic shows, Arrow, Flash, Constantine, and Gotham, they stick with the exact plot line. It's evident in the show right now at this very moment. I'm curious to see what everybody else thinks. So leave me a comment down below telling me what your favorite moment in the show was and what you think about the show so far. I know a lot of people said that they loved the show, and there's a lot of people who absolutely hate the show. I'm more in the middle, leaning towards hating the show, but hopefully Gotham will pick back up in a couple of episodes. If not, then there's always season 3 of Arrow and season 1 of Constantine and The Flash. I have high hopes for both of those shows, so hopefully they will deliver. If you guys didn't know, I'm going to be doing commentary videos for The Flash, Constantine, and Arrow when they start airing, so you guys have those to look forward to. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot to me. And also, if you guys would like, you can subscribe to my main channel, which I do fashion and entertainment videos. It will be the first link in the description, along with my social media. Another thing that you guys can look for in the description is my last 2 videos, which was the review of the Gotham pilot along with a Gotham bonus video. And I should be posting another bonus video pretty soon for episode 2, going over what I think is going to happen in episode 3, and hopefully you guys will all decide to watch that as well. But if not, thank you so much for watching this video and any video that you guys watch. It truly does mean a lot to me, so thank you once again. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.